On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off of play action, it's Watson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the run, Watson going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson off play action. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence for that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is fielded at the 7. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it'll be second down.
Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
It brings up 3rd down.
To throw, it's Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Now Wentz. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 24. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Colts nothing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call, because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Wentz, he's going to try and keep this. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. To throw is Wentz. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Back at the 12-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yep.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jakeem Grant. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Big hold to the 30. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Watson. forced out to his left. He's going to, oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. When you think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wentz's pass complete to number 89.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Blair Walsh for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Flush to his right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On first down, Taylor stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Wentz will try again on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. It gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Wentz escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, Watson being chased out left. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
By the Colts.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
At their own 42-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Houston from the 47. It's 2nd and 5. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Taking a shot for Samuel. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Flush to his right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this carries into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Rosas lining up for the
so problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the
20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low. Almost.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play.
He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Wentz. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great...
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want.
So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. Third down here.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's
an important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
Colts.
One final try now for Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it